Yo, what's up? My name is Rob, and I am the creator of HipHopRally.com and the founder of Beat School. And today I want to talk to you about Maschine's automation, the built-in automation on Maschine. And I believe personally it's one of the most important and most underrated features that's available on Maschine, that far too many people are not using this enough. So why is automation important? Well, because of the way that your brain is organized. Subconsciously, your brain is made to tune out repetitive noises, repetitive sounds. Okay, so if you have a beat that is consistent, if you have a beat that is not evolving and changing and changing over time, then your listener is going to tune out your music. They're going to click away, if they're listening to it on SoundCloud, and go listen to something else. It's an important feature that you can use in order to grab someone's attention and keep it. Because that's the last thing you want people to do when they listen to your music, is get bored, is for them to tune out your beats. And automation on Maschine allows you to make your beats more interesting by adding more dynamics and more variation, more things that are going on inside of your mixes, inside of your beats. Okay, so what we're going to do is jump over to Maschine now. I'm going to give you a specific example, a really cool example, and show you how I'm using automation in some of my tracks. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it and in certain situations so you can get better results with your music right now on Maschine. So let's jump on over to the Maschine and I'll show you how it works. So I really want to be clear about what automation is before we jump in here and sort of break it down in a simple way. Automation basically allows your Maschine to remember the adjustments of your faders when you play back your music, okay? So you see these knobs right here. So for example, if we were to loop this beat in time, all right? So just play this loop. And throughout the progression of 1, 2, 3, and 4 bars, we adjusted these faders as I'm doing right now. Automation would basically remember at the exact moment that you twisted it inside of these 4 bars and sort of replay back to you that adjustment of those faders, okay? And the purpose of that is to make a more exciting, more appealing, and more interesting mix. This is one of the most important parts about mixing. And in this case, which I'm about to show you, I've got a sort of like I guess it's a clubby track, sort of like a summer beat that I've sort of made last night. It can give your beats and your mixes overall more movement, and it makes things more interesting. So that's what we're going to do. That's the goal. The goal is to create a soundscape. A soundscape basically is simply a combination of sounds that form a more immersive musical environment. In order to get that immersive sense out of your music, people have to be focused on what's going on in the track. If things are repetitive, like I said, they start to tune stuff out. So by making automation changes, automating the different faders at different points within your beat, changing things up to make them less repetitive, it's an easy way to make a more immersive environment, because there's things going on that catch that person's ear. They say, oh, okay, hey, their brain says, hey, this is changing, so I need to listen to this. There's something going on over here. And that's basically what automation is all about, all right? It's about creating a sensation, an experience within music to help them get lost in the music. Okay, so I'm going to show you right now how you can sort of create movement using automation. This is just one of maybe 3 or 4 different ways. If you want all of the ways, you have to sign up for a free trial of my Beat School program below. And there's more in-depth information about the other 3 ways. 3 ways are for building anticipation. And you hear this in drops in like EDM and trap music. That's the swell of the volume and all the other crescendos of the instruments to a loud point. And then it drops and, everything sort of crashes together. The movement, which is what we're going to talk about now, the creating movement and the panning of your sounds. Right now we're going to specifically talk about automation using filtering. And then lastly, shaping sounds. So using effects, filters, this is sort of a combination of that. So using filters, you can bring out different instruments in and out of your mix by adjusting frequency and resonance and stuff like that. And actually, really instead of adjusting the EQ, I'm going to do that. I'm going to adjust the filter to show you the last way. So I'm going to show you shaping sounds. You can learn creating movement and building anticipation within the advanced stuff inside of the Beat School program. If you're interested in learning more advanced stuff, sign up for the free trial of Beat School below. It's pretty effing awesome. So let's get started on this example. I want to let you listen to what's going on, and then I'm going to show you how to automate things. All right, so let's go. So what we're going to do is automate this filter that I've just put on top of this this sort of lead that I'm working with. So I've got Maschine in chord mode. This is also very useful for creating great progressions and things in your music. So what I'm going to do, just to show you, this is only one sound within the group, so I'm going to throw it on the sound level. Go to internal, then filter, and then we're going to select a low pass filter and do something really cool and unique with it. I'm going to show you first of all the sort of effect that we're going to create before we actually record this in the automation. I'm going to show you essentially what we're trying to do. What we're doing in this example is basically using a low pass filter. If you don't know what a low pass filter is, it's basically removing all of the high frequencies below this cutoff point from this sound and leaving only the lows, so allowing the lows to pass through. All right, and basically it creates a unique effect when you combine it with resonance. Resonance basically is like a at this cutoff point, say it's at 859 hertz right now, it's basically going to boost the frequencies and the volume at this cutoff point and sort of create a really unique sound. Okay, so I'll let you sort of hear, just pay attention to these knobs, and I'll let you sort of hear first with the resonance off what the effect is. Now I'm going to turn up the resonance and then show you the effect overall with resonance, okay? And then we're going to automate that. So let's go ahead and listen to this, how this sounds, all right? So turn this all the way up, and then I'm going to slowly sweep this down, all right? Let's get started. So that was just a plain filter, okay? So now we're going to enable some resonance, and we're going to do the same thing. And what you're going to notice is more of like a wah sound. It's really common in older hip-hop, so listen to that. All right, so you get it. Once you enable some resonance, sweeping this filter at the cutoff point, that sounds great. You know, if any of you are DJs, you'll know exactly, that effect, what's going on in terms of that. But basically what we're going to do now is, like I just played back to you, as I was cutting off this filter in real time, it was creating that wah-wah effect. Basically what automation allows us to do is it allows you to remember in real time that sweeping dynamic that's going on, and allows you to replay that exact same thing, okay? So what we're going to do before we record anything using automation is on the hardware, we're going to duplicate this pattern so that we have an original version without automation and a new version with automation. So on your hardware, hit pattern and hold it and select duplicate. That's button 4 over there on the top, 4 from the left. And now we have another pattern, pattern 1 or pattern 2 and pattern 3. And on pattern 3, I'm going to record in my automation. Okay, so what I'm going to do is press shift record to count it in. And in order to record the automation, all I'm going to do is hold down the auto button on the hardware and then sweep this filter as I did before when the time comes. And basically what that's going to do is it's going to record the memory of those sweeping sounds in this automation lane down here. And it's going to allow us to recall this in real time and replay that same effect back over to us. So shift record to count in, and then hold down the automation button and select that cutoff point. Sort of sweep it like we did before. All right, let's go. Okay, so as you can see here, only this knob is automated right now, as you can see by this little indication right here. At this point, you can also automate the resonance as well to maybe at some points within the sound for an even further level of, or another level of depth inside of this automated recording. You might want to add, different resonance points at different, points, or different amounts of resonance at different points. Or you may want to record an entirely new pattern that has a lot less resonance and use that for a specific portion of the beat, just depending upon what you're trying to do with this creatively. But basically that's the gist of it. You can automate almost anything, all right, anything with a knob, you can automate in Maschine. At a certain point, you can adjust that. So, like I said, equalizers. The only hang up that I have on Maschine is the automation of the panning. Okay, and that's an issue for me. I would like to be able to automate you maybe throw this sound to the left on the mix or to the right. And as of right now, you can't do that on Maschine. You can do that in most full-fledged DAWs, but maybe that's something that we'll get in the future, all right? So experiment with that, especially the filter and reverb. I like to automate reverb as well. Those are very interesting things to play around with as well. So just thinking of that, as I told you a little bit earlier, I want to sort of give you a little bit more options right now, a little bit more in-depth looks inside of the things that I'm talking about inside of these videos. I know you've probably seen a few more of the things that I've done, but I know you're committed to developing your skills as a producer just because you've stuck around with me, you've watched a lot of this content, and you see the value that I have to offer. I want to allow you to continue your thirst for knowledge, and basically I want to hook you up with a opportunity for you to grow and continue your knowledge by giving you a free trial of my Beat School program. So over the past year, basically, I've been putting together a library of video lessons that's going to help you do everything that you need and learn everything that you need to know to be able to make release-ready beats using your Maschine. This program is all about teaching you the skills that you need to be able to sit down at your Maschine and know exactly what to do first, second, third, fourth, and so on from beginning to end to make creative beats on Maschine without even having to think about what to do, all right? So we dive into the fundamentals, not only of mastering Machine's hardware and software, but creating drum grooves, sampling and creating melodies with chord mode, mixing on Maschine, advanced concepts like arrangement and automation. There's a lesson that we put together, actually, like I said, that breaks down all the advanced features of automation. There's other lessons that break down the very best and most cutting-edge audio engineering techniques, where I go in depth in the best way to mix hip-hop and electronic music. Let me show you exactly what's inside of this program. It would be a better way forward. Let's see this. So let me show you quickly inside of this program. Log on to the site. But basically, this is the best way for you as a hip-hop producer, someone that's interested in hip-hop music, R&B, more soulful style house music, not that pounding four on the floor bullshit. This is the type of program that you need in order to hone your skills, in order to learn advanced concepts like sampling and sound design and arrangement and mixing. And like I said, the good news is that we're letting people jump inside of this program to try out things for a full week. You can learn these lessons. You can get inside to see if this content is for you. You can get away from the negativity of YouTube, from the incompleteness of the things that are going on the YouTube platform. People don't really want to share the full knowledge with you. They only want to give you pieces of the puzzle and never the complete picture. And that's what this program is about. It's about giving you step by step from beginning to end, from mastering Machine's workflow to creating samples, creating melodies, to building drum grooves, mixing it all on Maschine and exporting it out to the final mix down on your DAW. All right, I even hooked you up with a few bonuses inside of here. So I'm going to send you a quick email once you sign up with the login details, so make sure you're on the lookout for that. All you got to do is click the link below in the description. You're going to land on a page that looks like this. Sign up for your free trial by entering your name and your payment information. You have 7 days to check out this program for absolutely free. Within 7 days, I just want you to sort of check out what's inside, to see if this is right for you, to see if this is something that you can get down with, to see if you really mesh well with my teaching style. And if you don't, within 7 days, it's clearly listed right here. Just hit my number up, and I will make sure that you are not charged for this program if you decide that you don't like it. If you do like it, all you got to do is do nothing, I guess, and stay a member for just $38.60 a month as tuition to the Beat School program. The program is normally $50 a month, so this is a full, I guess, $12 off of the list price, $12 a month off the list price of the program. And I know that you're going to enjoy this. We host live calls regularly to get you sort of in fellowship and in the same environment with people who are just as passionate as you about music, just as passionate as you about Maschine, and who can support you and help push you towards your goals with your music, okay? So I hope you can see how this is going to help you not only improve your music, but take your music career to the next level. So go ahead and click the link below in the description. Join the Beat School program. I look forward to seeing you inside. Start your free trial now by clicking the link below. Again, my name is Rob. Subscribe to this channel even if you decide not to join this Beat School program right now. There's a bunch of free stuff that I post literally every single day. Great free tips about Maschine. Great free information about arrangement and mixing and sampling and all of that great stuff. So subscribe below by clicking the subscribe button, and I will see you in future videos. Peace.